Oops. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute since I sat down and filmed. The whole week of Halloween kind of threw me off with having a video up every day because I had a lot going on, so it was really hard for me to do a video every single day. Mad props to people out there who do vlogging and do videos every single day because the editing process is a pain in my butt. Anywho's, for today's video, I have the new Star Wars, The Mandalorian, I think it's called the Child palette, and it's from COLOURPOP. Shocker, they came out with another release. So I am going to be doing swatches, review, and then I also filmed a couple different eye looks for you guys. So if you are interested in checking it out, then just keep watching. Alright guys, I did film this eye look, so this is going to be one of the eye looks that you will see. I'm not sure how many I'm going to do. It's probably going to be ending up 4 different looks. But right now we're going to go ahead and get into the palette. First of all, this is the packaging. And then here is the back, has all the names. There are no asterisks, which means there's no eye safety warning, so there's no pressed glitters in here. I know a lot of people don't like pressed glitters. I personally love them. I've never had issues with them, so if there's a pressed glitter in a palette, for me, that typically makes me want to buy it even more. So we're gonna go ahead and get into these swatches. It's already like, when I got it, the shade here was like all smushed and everything. But here is all these shades here. I'm gonna swatch all of them for you. I'm actually gonna take my watch off so I can swatch them better. So the first shade up here is called Precious Cargo. And I'm gonna swatch this one right here. It's like a champagne-y shade. Next we have Right Hand Mando. This one is a little chunky. Really pretty. It's like a light pale green. Then we have just like a, I think it's a Tatanui. Probably not saying that right. Yes, I do watch The Mandalorian, so don't come at me. And here's that one. This one's really pretty. And then, let me get my wipe. Going into the third shade. Next we have is Sipping Soup. Here. That one is super pretty. And then next we're gonna go into a Baby Face. Not gonna flip you guys off. That's really pretty. Let me see if I can go over that one more time to build it up. Whoop, yes, definitely. And then the Force is this Super Shock one. This was the one that I have all over my eyes. Look at that. Okay, last 3. Little Frog. It's like a matte with glitter. Wow, that's really pretty. And then Float Your Crib. This is another matte. These are really pigmented mattes, but I'm not shocked because it's COLOURPOP. Their 9-pan palettes are my favorites. And the last one is Droid Protocol, and that's what I have on my outer corners, like that winglet I did. And this is it right here. Wow, that swatched really nice. So here are all the shades on my arm. Swatch for you guys. Overall, they swatch really nice. I did have a couple issues with fallout on my face, which is, if you're new to my channel and you've not really watched any of my videos, I always do my eyes first, just because if I do get fallout, it's not really an issue for me. That way it's not ruining my foundation or anything. So I'd rather do my eyes first than have my foundation first and then screw everything up by getting fallout. So the shades that I had issues with so far were the Little Frog one, the matte with the shimmer in it, and then the right hand Mando. No, I didn't use that one, just kidding. Were Babyface. So these two right here, I had a little issues with fallout. But other than that, I'm really excited to play with this more because, like I said, I love their 9-pan palettes. I have like a crap ton of them right now. Let me see how many I have. So I have this one, these 3, and these 3. And that's just my 9 pans. I have like other ones. If you guys are interested in seeing like a ranking my ColourPop palettes, let me know. I know a lot of people are into doing ranking videos, so if you guys are into seeing that, drop a comment down below and let me know if you'd want to see that. But yeah, now the next portion of this video is just going to be the eye tutorials, so stay tuned to see those. Alright guys, we're starting off with the shade Just Like a Tatanui. I think that's how you say it. Correct me if I'm wrong. And we're just buffing that all into the crease. And now I am picking up the shade Babyface, and I am just putting that all over my lid. Now I am just blending everything together. The last shade I'm going into is Little Frog. I am mainly focusing this on the outer corner. I'm going to kind of wing it out a bit, and then I will buff it into the crease as well. Mixing Babyface and a Little Frog, I'm just going to buff that along the lower lash line. And that is the completed look. It was super easy. I only used 3 shades. Okay guys, we're starting off with the shade Droid Protocol, and I am just kind of packing that on and creating a sort of wing shape. And then once I get the color packed down, I'm going to buff it out just a little bit. Now I am just picking up the shade The Force, and I am placing that everywhere on the lid except where we placed that deep brown, trying to avoid that as much as possible. And for the lower lash line, I'm picking up that Droid Protocol shade and just kind of bringing it about halfway on the lower lash line. And this is the finished look. Again, another super easy look. Starting off with the shade Babyface, we're just going to buff that all into the crease. Next, picking up the shade Sipping Soup, I am placing that on the outer half of the lid, and then going in with the shade Right Hand Mando and putting that on the inner part of the lid. Then just blending everything together, and then picking up the shade Precious Cargo and placing that on the inner corner and kind of dragging it up a little bit. This shade was pretty chunky, and I had some issues with fallout with it. Also putting it on the brow bone. And then for the lower lash line, I just grabbed Babyface and buffed that all on the lower lash line. I picked up that Precious Cargo shade again and kind of dragged it down to the inner parts of my lower lash line. Here's the finished look for look number 3. On to the final look, we started off with the Just Like a Tatanui shade again and just buffed that all into the crease. I wasn't super precise with this. I just wanted to lay down a base shade. Next, I picked up the shade Droid Protocol to deepen up the crease. And this one, I don't know why it was just being a little tricky to blend out, but once I blended it out, I went ahead and cut the crease. Now going in with the shade Precious Cargo and putting that all over the concealer. I had issues with this because it creased really bad. I'm not sure if it was because of the concealer or what. And here's the final look. As you can see, take a look at the creasing, y'all. Alright you guys, I hope you enjoyed those 4 different looks. Right now I'm just going to do a quick little wrap up over the palette and go over my thoughts. Overall, I think it was a really nice palette. I mean, it's not my favorite ColourPop palette, but it's not my least favorite. I'm starting to get more into greens, so for that, I actually really like it because the greens in here are really pretty. They're beautiful, and then you do have some neutrals in here as well. Couple issues. There was a lot of fallout in here. There was a decent amount of fallout on my eyes. Some blending issues with this deep one, Droid Protocol, and then this Precious Cargo shade. I had issues. This is what I have on my lid. I don't know if it was the concealer that I had on underneath, the primer I had underneath, but it creased really, really bad. I'll pop up a picture for you guys to see. My kids are in the background eating lunch right now, so they're kind of loud. I also wanted to show you guys a little comparison. I don't really have anything to compare it to except I have the Meant to Be palette. There's only like a couple shades in here that looked somewhat similar. So in the child one, I have this shade Baby Face right here. And then in the Meant to Be one, we have this shade Deminthe right here. They're not super similar. This one is definitely a little darker than that one. And then there was one more that I wanted to swatch, and it is this one from the child one called Right Hand Mando. Let's do it right here. That's so. And then from the Meant to Be one, it's this one called Play It Cool. These aren't even really that close, but again, those are like the most similar shades in here. So honestly, if you had this one, I would still justify getting this one. But overall, I do really like it. I think it's really fun to play with, especially if you're into Star Wars, the Mandalorian, Baby Yoda, the child, whatever you want to call him. I really like it. And again, thank you guys for watching today's video. If you're not already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button, turn the notification bell on, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.